All right, Nigel's up. What's up, Nigel? He says, good day, gents. Thanks for all you do. Appreciate the Side Hustle Toolbox webinar. Great value. Thank you. That went 2.5 hours. I didn't mean for it to, but it did. Anyways, he says, currently using GEO Setter for EXif. What are your best places to add keywords to photos, and should I limit the amount? Any best practice info, i.e. max number of keywords to add would help. Now look, this is just my personal preference, but if I'm going to be adding keywords to the images, I usually just do it in the file name, because it becomes very time consuming to optimize every single image with separate keywords as well. And so in fact, I've got it open right here. You can see I use this Ant Renamer, which is a free software that you can download. And so essentially I can go to files and I can just click on add files and open up a folder with all my images. That's what these are here, is images. And then I go over to actions and I go to take names from list and I just paste in my keywords that I want to rename the files with. And I click go and it renames all of the images after the keywords that I want. Now, essentially what I do then is open up GEO Setter, which you can see I've got GEO Setter open right here. And that's with the same images that you're seeing from the file names and all that here, because I was just working on this morning. I just told you guys I optimized a tree service site for Decatur, Georgia this morning. And so that's what we're looking at here. And so then I optimize all of those photos with the same EXif data, the same location data, right? But they've all got separate keyword file names. Now, individually, I could go in, and I know this is what you're asking about, but if I go in and say like edit data, then right here where it says source description, you can put or categories and keywords. You can put keywords in there. You can also put them in like the source description area. So there's a lot of places that you can add additional data. But the problem, Nigel, is it becomes very time consuming to optimize each individual image. Now, there are obviously reasons why you would want to do that at times. Now, for my GMB assets that I'm doing right now, they're hyper local. So I'm literally just wanting to target all of the, I just want to target one specific zip code, basically one very specific area. I'm not looking to expand the centroid, as Marco calls it, and get maps exposure outside of that very specific area that the address is located in, right? And so with that, I can optimize all the images with the same EXif data and just have the file names as separate keywords. And then that's all the optimization I have to do. So you remember, it's not, SEO can reach a point where it's diminishing returns and you end up wasting time doing additional stuff for a very minor benefit, where you could be more efficient doing more macro stuff than micro stuff, if that makes sense. And so again, as far as to answer your question, if I was going to optimize individual images, personally, I would only put one keyword per image. That's just me. But I mean, again, I haven't tested with, mashing a bunch of keywords into an image. I don't know how beneficial that would be. Marco, what are your thoughts on that?
I wouldn't spam images, and we don't, simply because of where they're going, right? They're going into GMB, and we want that to stay clean and looking really good. We don't want to get it suspended. And so we want that looking really good. And really the idea behind this is not to spam. Oh my God, did I just say that? Yeah. The idea is not to spam, but to give the yeah, sorry, I know. It's about I'm expecting lightning in any second. But the idea is to give the bot everything that it needs to know what your project is about. The bot is going to then know, okay, this is, let's take Bradley's tree service. This is a tree service company in this area. And with all those keywords, and this is what they do. And this is everything that's related to this business. We don't want anything more than that. Anything more than that, I think, is overkill. Although it might work even better. This is a test in the making, Nigel. You know us. Test and find out. Test on something that you're willing to lose. If you have a GMB that you're willing to get suspended to try this out, then I'm all for it. I'm all for trying. Just you extend the limits, you test the bounds, and you see how far you can go before you get knocked back.
Yep. So, and guys, just so you know, like, what's great about GEO Setter, I love it. I know there's some online, apps, but I just love this one. I've been using it for years, and I've tried some of the online apps, and I swear this one, I'm faster with this one. It's probably just because I've been using it for so long. But what I like about it is you can select all the images in a folder like that, which I think is this 36 selected in this one. And then set the values, and then save as a template. And then you can actually set all of the same values. So for example, you can see I've got the NAP here. And if we go to location, I've got the EXif, the GPS coordinates there, if that makes sense. And then I can go ahead and save that data to all of the images in that folder all at the same time, with just one click, right? And then I can also save it as a template. So now if I pull load from template, you can see I've got all these different templates in there, so that if I ever need to come back in and add additional images, which I likely will, all I have to do is pull the data from that template, click load from template. It will pull in all that data, and then I click save to images, selected images, and it will add all that data directly to those images. So it's very efficient way to optimize images very quickly.